Tonight, we gonna work about it.
Five, four, three, two, one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had. Bring them out. Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life. Had to find my inner power. To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert. All to enhance the happiness already inside you. Today is about the power of you. Check it out. You're now rocking with the best.
Here I am, God damn it. Here I am. Welcome to the Romello Marcellus Show. I am he and he is me. And yeah, we're getting along with life. Talk about a lot of things on this show, man. And you know, some biased, some not. And you know, to some degree, man, we're all, how would I say it? We're empathic in nature, whether we're dark or light. Yeah. Listen, I like to speak and profess love over everything and all things that I deal with, but it ain't gonna always be love. Gotta deal straight. Shit, I don't love everybody. I want the truth, and I want to deal in honesty. So I don't have a problem with being honest, like most. But this is not your daddy's show. This is your uncle's show. I ain't got nothing to gain. I want to get you over here, and I want to party with you and hang out with you and then send you back home to your mom and daddy and them having to figure it out. Reprogramming you. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if everything's clear. You can hear me. If you're liking the show, man, follow me on Instagram. You know the drill. YouTube. Subscribe. Click like, hit that bell. All right? Once again, welcome to the Romello Marcellus Show. I am he and he is me. And yeah, we're going to work about it tonight. Seems we're always talking about how my sisters are going through things and why they're going through things and they can't have a positive relationship or they can't find a positive black brother and so on and so forth. Yeah, tonight, man, we're going to get off into it. That's the reasons why. Listen, picture this, man. You're a young child, you're a son or daughter. And it's for those brothers that are out there. And they turn to you and say, help me, Father. Help me, Daddy. But in the back of your mind, you know, as a black man, it mostly sucks. Regardless of the poignant moments that people have out here and they project, usually that's a bunch of bullshit. We don't know what's on the other side of that. We don't know what's on the flip side. We don't know whether the Joker's wearing knee pads to get what he's got to get or to maintain it and so on and so forth. But yeah, we are quick to give those things kudos. You know, I'll say this, man. As a father, I know how hard it is. You know, and these views that I'm about to utter to you are real things, you know, in a lot of our lives. The question is, where do we go for our healing? What do we do for all our traumas? Who can we speak to that can relate to us about our issues, our losses, our abuses, our pains? Trying to be a father while all your life, the only thing you know how to be is a mother, because that's all you ever had was a mother who raised you, did the best she could. Whatever she had, she gave it. You know? Watching a woman beat a man and a woman, shit, that'd be confusing to anybody, especially a young boy, a young man. Then on top of that, as you get older, because you have misunderstandings and you don't know, the relationship with mommy, dad, or daddy, mom, whatever you want to call her, is strained. And then you carry those unresolved issues through your adolescence into adulthood. And oh well, you carry them straight into some unsuspecting woman who falls for your dumb ass. Your hurt, your bruised self. Then unintentionally, you hurt or abuse them, or vice versa, because you can't control or maintain your emotional state. It truly sucks to be a black man most of the time. You know, most of us just getting by, trying to compensate for all of the loss or the lack thereof that we think we have, or our feminine tendencies, where we project these sense of entitlements, when in all actuality we're supposed to go out here and wrestle and kill to eat. You know, a lot of these things were put in place for a lot of us before we even arrived in the world. All of the fucked up situations as young black men. All the while being a man and never recognized as one, called nigga, boy, coon, monkey, constantly robbed of any sense of pride or purpose of through propaganda. To this day, using these things to make us beasts or docile. And all the while, our women and children, they look on. How do we get back from that? You know, honestly, man, it's like, damn, you know, you, I can understand why some would lose their mind. You know, everyone has somewhere to go except for us. We are the only ones who have no one to talk to, no one to relate to us, other than ourselves. And usually we're going to get the short end of the stick with that because, hey, we all have a purpose or a position that we're playing within our hurts because we're unhealed. That makes sense to you. I feel sad, man, for those that are coming behind us, man. You know, and in this portion, it's my mind and my thought is like I'm talking to my children. You know, my baby say, "Hey, daddy, can you help me? Help me, daddy." And in my mind says, "Baby, how can daddy help you when shit half the time I can't even help myself? How can daddy be a better man when he was put in park by the greatest thing a man could ever have?" You know what that is? A black woman's love, a woman's love, a mother's love. And the mother's love did just what Master wanted to do back in the day. And it has kept us voiceless and non-existent in the society in which we live. How can I help you, baby, when daddy has a whole world as his adversary? How can daddy help you when the only time I'm worth something is when I can make some provision in a world that has been designed for me not to? A world that's been designed for me not to be the head of my home and be a part of your life. How can I, baby? How can I, most importantly, help you, baby? How can I help you, son? When the woman I profess to the world as a queen is constantly telling the world she don't even need me. Well, queen, I need you. We need you. It's not my fault, daddy, mom. Not my fault that you didn't know how to raise a man, but was willing to silence me to save my life, but for your own selfish feelings. It is a terrible thing to live oppressed. And on the day that they strung my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather from that horse, tarred and feathered him, I would have preferred you slayed me too. than to allow me to go through life the way that I'm going through. Sure, we may go get things, we may get a house, we may get a car, we may have a saving, but to know that your presence is constantly void says a lot about what people view or not view of you. And then they wonder why we feel the way we do when there's an extension of the less than when you want to go back to the other side and respect him, the one that made us. And I want to share this with you. I want us to watch it together and get an understanding of how it all began.
Let's make a slave. What do we need? First of all, we need a black nigger man, a pregnant nigger woman, and a nigger infant. Second, we will use the same basic principle that we use in breaking a horse, combined with some more sustaining factors. We reduce them from their natural state in nature. Whereas nature provides them with the natural capacity to take care of their needs and the needs of their offspring, we break the natural string of independence from them and thereby create a dependency state so that we may be able to get from them useful production of our business and pleasure. Accordingly, both a wild horse and a wild or natural nigger is dangerous if captured, for they will have the tendency to seek their customary freedom and, in doing so, might kill you in your sleep. You cannot rest. They sleep while you are awake and are awake while you are asleep. They are dangerous near the family house, and it requires too much labor to watch them away from the house. Above all, you cannot get them to work in this natural state. Hence, both the horse and the nigger must be broken. That is, breaking them from one form of mental life to another. Keep the body, take the mind. In other words, break the will to resist. When it comes to breaking the uncivilized nigger, take the meanest and most restless nigger. Strip him of his clothes in front of the remaining male niggers, the female, and the nigger infant. Tar and feather him. Tie each leg to a different horse, faced in opposite directions. Set him afire, and beat both horses to pull him apart in front of the remaining nigger. The next step is to take a bullwhip and beat the remaining nigger males to the point of death in front of the female and the infant. Do not kill him, but put the fear of life in him, for he can be useful for future breeding. Understanding is the best thing. Therefore, we shall go deeper into this area of the subject concerning what we have produced in the female. We have reversed the relationship. We reverse nature by burning and pulling one uncivilized nigger apart and bullwhipping the other to the point of death, all in the female nigger's presence. By her being left alone, unprotected, with the male image destroyed, the ordeal caused her to move from her psychological dependent state to a frozen independent state. In this frozen psychological state of independence, she will raise her male and female offspring in reversed roles. For fear of the young man's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak and dependent, but physically strong. Because she has become psychologically independent, she will train her female offspring to be psychologically independent as well. Now, what have you got? You've got the nigger woman out front and the nigger man behind and scared. This is a perfect situation for sound sleep and economics.
Where it all began. And there's a continuum today. As we look about the media, we don't have a voice. We don't control or own anything. Even those we think that own it, they don't own shit. They're merely puppets. So they merely pop the quote unquote femboys, or those that they can control out of fear, or they can leverage things against us to keep us silent. And we wonder why we can't get along in our relationships. And we wonder why they say that the most successful relationship in an interracial or otherwise dating sphere is a black woman and a white man. I'm not racist. Not like that. I have my biases. And we all do. I believe that before you can speak about love or loving someone else, those that talk that shit should walk that shit, i.e., they need to reach across the lines and restore some of the things that were stolen or taken. But the reason why they say that that relationship works is because the white man is considered an alpha, as well as the black woman is considered an alpha. And the process is that although they are both alphas, they don't conflict. They allow each other to be who they are in those situations. But there are undertones, which a lot of people don't recognize, and they will never go anywhere, i.e., the exotic nature of control, whether it's a mental thing or a physical thing. We know we have a lot of narcissists out here. We have a lot of undercover feelings and emotions about one another. It saddens me. It hurts me every day. I made my mind up years ago that as a black man moving about in the world, I would rob the world for anything I could rob it for. The establishment, that is. Not its people, but the establishment. Do I feel that way today? Yeah. But I don't have another bid or scrimmage or battle in me to pursue it. So this is my platform. I hope this falls on someone's ears who needs to hear it. Check you and those around you. Brothers, keep pushing to be as strong as you can be. The fight it is yours, but choose how you fight. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Silence, a lot of times, is more stronger than the fist. Move accordingly. Structure your life. Become the example. You don't have to live subhuman and subservient anymore. Kings, my brothers, we're powerful. They fear us. They always have. This is why they went to the extent to subdue us. Sisters, recognize who you have in your presence. Recognize, even in your sons, as you look in their eyes, don't protect them by silencing them. Send them out to battle. Give them all they need. Equip them. For it is better to die a soldier than to die a coward every day. Revolution. People talk about it. They went on through the 60s, the 50s, the 70s, and so on and so forth about it. And you know who got in the warrior's ear? The woman. Silenced him. No, don't go. You can't go. If you go, who's going to be here? I'll say to you this. What difference did it fucking make? Because we're all suffering now. You ain't got us. You got a shell of what was us. Papa, grandpapa, great-grandpapa, they're long gone. I can say right now, I'm part of a dying breed, a breed that's long bereft. Because these young guys out here, they don't have it together. They don't have a fucking clue. Because they was raised by daddy, mom, mommy, dad, whatever you want to call yourself. There comes a time when you have to reprogram. And these motherfuckers are these young guys are going to constantly project this false sense of manhood, the rah-rah and the bravado. Man, there's a place for that. Real people do real things. Bad boys move in silence. I don't have to tell you what I'm doing. I don't have to profess that to the world. I profess love. I profess prosperity. Most importantly, I profess peace. Peace within a culture that has been robbed for far too long of your identity, your language, the way you wear your hair, the way we took care of our skin, the way we greeted one another, the way we honored one another. Everything began with us. There have been culture vultures and turkey buzzards from the dawn of time. And if someone could sit back and rewrite their history and change the narrative on you, then you don't exist. Even down to how stupid we have been over the last 5 years with the tearing down of the Confederate flags, the statues, all of that. We've helped these people whitewash their history or their, atrocities away. And I was screaming, let that shit stay there. Let those badges of shame ring like it need to be, because I have children and grandchildren and great grandchildren that need to know that that shit did exist. It did happen. Because people are seeking their 5 minutes of acceptance, their 15 minutes of fame. They went out here and beat the drum, climbing up the flagpole, pulling that shit down, doing all the protesting, all of and not even understanding that the props that people were playing at that time, even now, to further degrade the black man, and I'm saying it tonight, the black man versus everybody. I don't give a shit who hears me. And I'm not professing hate. It's love. It's all love. It's just that I know that me and my brothers, we're tired. We want a reprieve. We want to be able to provide for our families and have a good life and be able to leave something, establish a legacy beyond getting up and doing menial labor. Do you understand the average black man is not making beyond $20 an hour? You can make $20 an hour at McDonald's. But what does that speak to your? Well, you know what? Let me retract that part, because hard work is hard work. I don't care how you do it. There's no excuse. If it is what it has to be for you to befall the care of your family and yourself, then you get out there and you get it. But those jobs are so dead end, it gives you no room to breathe. This is why we have been left to the devices of breaking law, and breaking law in a way that it's cost us way too much. To the second man, I can't understand why we are the only ones, the only race of people who go back and forth about our dealings with one another. We're the only ones that air our shit out. It's just like our dollar. It doesn't last in our community. Shit. I wouldn't even give it 4 hours now. You get $1, you go into the mall or you go into the car lot, as opposed to reinvesting it in yourself and someone else that looks like you. You know, I came on tonight, man, and it was a different thing because I listened to the children. I listened to my grandchildren. And I was blessed to see them, because I've done a lot of shit in these streets. And I promise you somebody was praying for me. It took many, many years for my stuff to catch up with me. And understand that when it did, I wasn't mad. I just went with it. But there are a lot of young brothers out here that are dying with their shoes on, being misguided because they don't know. A lot of baby girls out here sacrificing and throwing their bodies in the dirt because they don't know. Stop making parenthood about money. That is some societal shit that has nothing to do with the rearing of the child. Sure, we all need it to survive, but goddamn, there comes a time when you have to be accountable for the mistakes that you made. If you was out here freaking and you put your legs up in the air and you got pregnant by somebody that you had no intentions to be with, then damn it, that's something that you need to talk about. Because the child is coming. The child didn't ask to come here. And I'm speaking to my brothers, my kings, who are out here fucked up right now. They didn't ask to come here. But at the same token, we can't disregard one another as kings and queens. I ain't no hotep motherfucker. I'm just speaking from respect, from a place of dignity, of honor. I glorify my people because nobody moves like us. Hell, we shine just because we get out the bed. Look at the sports. Look at even if we get in any facet of this world, we dominate it. It is our gift. I'll give you some game. When you talk about Palestine and you talk about the Orthodox Jews, they know who you are. They'll tell you you are God's people. There's a lot of things that you don't get to see. I promise you, if you do your homework, you'll see those people over there with signs telling you, hey, you come home. This is why it is so important for us to be in the dark about things, i.e., money, power, the propaganda. This thing right here, we don't own it. As far as I know tonight, man, shit, they might shut all my shit down. But I'm willing to stand out here and take that bullet because it's what I'm feeling in my heart, and I feel I need to say it. And it'd be cowardice for me not to. Share this platform, man. Go down at the bottom of this goddamn video, man, and push share. Share it to your friends. Share it to your mama, your daddy, whoever's on here, because they need to hear it. They need to see this. They need to know it. They need to be a part of this conversation. They need to be a part of it. They have something to interject and to add. Great people do great things. The line's open. You want to call and you got something you want to say? If I've said something wrong tonight, you want to check me? Hey, I'm all over. I don't know it all. I just know what I feel. The number's right there, 929-322-3971. Listen, I'm tired of us looking like coons. I'm tired of proving the point that someone can control how we view and see ourselves. I'm tired of it. It's time for us to push our own narrative. And I'm not looking for some motherfucking entertainer or rapper to tell me, yeah, black excellence. Why? Why is it excellent? Because you made $1? No. What have you really done to perpetuate any growth for the army of those that look like you that are coming behind you? Yeah. Sure, you got people out here that's doing great things, man. Shout out to LeBron James. Since he's sending all these kids to college, man, paying for them and doing other things, giving them opportunities. Hey, man, listen, that in itself is an investment. Building a library. Not that we're really using them anymore, but shit, a lot of times, man, you need to get in there, touch the books, smell the paper, know that that baby is real. See the hard work that someone else put in to get you that information. Museums, go see that. Be a part of it. Know where you've come from. Know the struggles that your grandparents and your great-grandparents went through that you were able to see on their way out. You filled their space in your family. People don't even get that, man, how this works. I was able to see my people. I could trace my people in this country as far back as 1789. I can go put my hands right on my great-great-great-grandfather's tomb right now. I was able to talk to my great-grandmother, and she'd tell us how they were segregated and in the midst of the war effort, where they were building torpedoes and things had gotten so tough where they had actually to eat horse meat and stuff like that. I mean, these are the conversations that need to be had. Or I was able to talk to my grandfather, my great-grandfather, and they told me how they had survived and the things that they did, whether they worked on the farm or they hauled lumber, all these kind of things. But the mental state of the man then is so far from the mental state of the man now because of the thing, the machine that was put in place many, many years ago. When people plot on your history or your legacy, it takes years. It's like Novocaine. You go to the dentist, he hit you, boom. Hey, just hold on a second. We're going to get the root canal done. Just need a little time for it to work. And it's working, people. It's constantly going back and forth after each other and about each other, and whether we can commit, whether we can be faithful, whether we got some money, whether you broke, whether you, what the fuck difference does it make if you about your work and your ethics there, and you got somebody who really is up to snuff, meaning mentally, spiritually, and have their physical about them, and they dig you, they genuinely like you, then it's on the both of you to build something together. Stop looking for the ready-made. And this is why we don't have anything as a people together. I can't, I can't emphasize this anymore. Me and my kings, man, we've been through it just like you all, sisters. Truly, we have. We need one another. It's not even a game. We need one another. We have to stop the bullshit. We have to stop the people that are out here, call them out, clout chasing, talking about shit that, hey, really doesn't have a bit of value to the status of our lives. And it's so far from the truth for a lot of us. Yeah. So far from the truth for a lot of us. Oh, mom, I can tell you right now, I can pick up my phone and call about 30 or 40 of my kings. They're alive. They ain't gay. Not that's your business. That's what you want to do. I'm not knocking, but I'm just saying a lot of good single kings out here work hard, business owners, believe in God, ain't in jail, ain't dead, ain't on their way to either one of those places, and ready for love. So that's so far from the truth where you have the media telling you that. And the same thing that we just witnessed in this video that I just showed you, where we're constantly being put in a negative light. Constantly. Still to this day, it's working like Novocaine. I hope y'all receive some quality in what I'm saying tonight, as it may cost me. But I don't care what the cost is, as I said last night in the immortal words of Aldo Gucci. People will remember the quality long after they forget the price. A lot of people have paid the price, man, to express real things that would incite the riot in the mind for change, starting with Malcolm X. I'd even say some of our other poverty pimps, like Martin Luther King, sure, he realized his mistakes later. There are a few others, but they were willing to take those things on the chin for a greater cause. We need more. There are not enough of us. We need more. It is a day and age that there's no excuse. Information travels so fast, and I'm so glad that I got a few of you guys 12 seconds. And I hope you spread the word. Because this is how I'm coming. I'm not changing up. It's all gas, no brakes. I will consistently talk about the family, the black family, because we are the power base of our existence. And we were the power base of our leaders' existence. And once we began to be neutralized, our quote unquote leaders lost their power, their zeal, their zest, their war chests, and everything else. So I say this to you. It is no excuse now for us to be able to choose our leaders, even in the elections that we have so brutally abused. We don't take the time to go out and really study the folks that are running for these offices, what they're really going to do, and we don't hold them accountable. Sure, we may talk about the bigger picture, but our real concerns and our pushes should be for the grassroots, the local campaigns, whether it's your sheriff, whether it's your district attorneys, whether it's your judges, your mayors, your city council, your ANC people, your local, people in the community that report to the council. All of these people are important and vital to your existence. And it's time for you to have a voice. It's time for all of us to have a voice. Now, I'm tired, damn it. I done said a lot. I'm not going to keep you long. I just came on to work about it a little bit, man, and love on you. And to show you how I'm loving on myself. I'm working on me. I'm working on me, and I'm extending my hands to you as I would hope you would extend your hands to me. Don't give me my roses after I'm gone. I'm here right now, goddammit. You can get at me. You follow me. If you're already on Facebook, man, follow me on Instagram. Go to YouTube, man. You can follow me there at the Romello Marcellus Show. Click subscribe. Click that like button, man. Hey, look, support this show. God damn it. Support it. There you go. You can go to the RomelloMarcellus.com website and you can get your merch there. All right. Listen. I don't come from a place of hate, man. I'm a black king too, and I carry some hurts. I got some bumps and bruises too, man. And as I asked the question before, where do we go for our PTSD? Who can we talk to? If we can't talk to our queens, who can we honestly talk to? We've all been hurt. Yeah. I love y'all, man. Even if nobody else was loving on you, man, you can always come here and get this love. You understand? Love on your babies. Love on your grandbabies. You got your grandparents and your mommy and daddy here. They still on the face of the earth, man. Go talk to them. Get it out of the mud. Get an understanding of where you've come from, what they've dealt with. This is what's going to give you some growth and some peace. One of the things, anyway. And forgive yourself, man, for the mistakes that you've made too. The hardest thing to do is to forgive yourself. If you can forgive yourself, man, everything else will burn right on off. You don't even care about the other shit. It just happened. I made a mistake. It was boneheaded. Let's move on. You hear me? Okay? Look, man, tomorrow I'll be right back here. And it's part 2, man. I have more in me, man, about us brothers, us kings, man. I hope that you gain something from it tonight. And if not, man, rewatch it. You can go on YouTube right now and just type it in and rewatch it from the beginning. Tell your friends about it, man. I've dropped a lot of jewels. Trust me. No blood diamonds here, but I dropped a diamond about that big tonight. I truly dropped a diamond this big. Yeah. VVS. Eye in color. Beautiful. Flawless. Yeah. Go back and review. Tell all your friends, man. Come on the show. Let's broaden the conversation. It's a new day. We have to stop bashing one another on these platforms, man. If we can't get it together with ourselves, who the hell can we get it together with? And honestly, man, you can love who you want, man, but understand who you love it. Get yourself together. A lot of your people's turning over in their graves right now, watching you do the shit that you've done because of the sacrifices they made so that you can be able to do the shit that you're doing today. Yeah. You got to make me whole first. I don't give a fuck whether you were there or I was there when it went down, but because my people suffered it and I'm still paying for it right now, you got to make me whole first before I can do that, because it's a direct insult to all those that came before me. can't do it. All right? Yeah. And all you're getting, man, get you some understanding. Get you some understanding. Don't let nobody tell you can't do something. Trust and believe me, I'm doing this on a whim, and I love what I'm doing right now. I didn't think I would, but like I told you, this thing is coming, and ain't nothing nobody can do to stop it. I have my own platform, and I'm gonna push this ballot. I'm starting here, and I'm remembering all my grassroots folks. Trust me, as I look at my analytics, hey, I will remember you. I will remember you. Okay. I will remain ever gracious and grateful for you. As I said again, man, spread the word. When you come on, if you see me on the video, put the notifications on, go to the bottom, you see share, go into your messenger, click share it to all your friends, share it to your groups. I need moderators is what I need. You want to be a moderator? Come on, man. I need you. I need you 12 seconds. I'll make sure that the topics are what they're supposed to be. I'll make sure that I'll do the research and to be sure to come from a place that we can all gain something from. Okay? Once again, I'll get back to you too because I'm preparing for the cruise in June, man, the dashiki and sandals. Screw COVID. We gonna party. You hear me? Yeah. And mines are all inclusive. Trust and believe me, man, if you come on that boat, your money ain't gonna be no good. It'll be open bar and plenty of food. Anybody that's ever been to any of my parties, they know. You don't pay your way. Do your little donation. Everything's there for you. All right? So, as I said, man, love on yourself if no one else is loving on you. I love you. I truly love you. Be safe. Good night.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had. Bring them out. Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert. All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.